Hello from Seoul. If you're getting sick and tired of eating the same breakfast over and over, this Korean breakfast will be the solution. Today, we're gonna be making Korean breakfast, but to be honest, there's no such thing as Korean breakfast. I mean, as long as it has some rice, soup, and 2 or 3 banchan, Korean side dishes, that could be your Korean breakfast. But still, there's a good combination that works great for breakfast, so I brought this. Trust me, once you try this, you might wanna have this kind of meal every day. Alright, let's start off with the soup first. What I'm gonna make today is 시금치 된장국, soybean paste soup with spinach. If you wanna start your day with something warm but you feel like doenjang stew is too much for you, this is it. This is the way to go. For information, this is one of Claire's favorite soups, so I think you will love it too. For this, you will need some spinach, onion, green onions, and tofu. Simple ingredients, right? Instead of spinach, you could also use other leafy greens like napa cabbage or baby bok choy. So just use what you have. Everything will be fantastic. First, take 200 grams of spinach, trim off the end, and give it a good rinse under cold water. Next, thinly slice a quarter of an onion and slice 2 green onions. This is totally optional, but if you want to add a little bit of kick to it, then slice some green and red chilies. I'm gonna use half of each. Finally, cut some tofu into small little cubes. I'm gonna use about half of this. Alright, all the prep is done. Let's get cooking. Fill your pot with 6 cups of water and bring it to a boil. If you don't have leftover rice, so you also need to cook your rice, then save the water that you wash the rice with. The starch from the rice will make it more delicious. And then add 5 tablespoons of Korean soybean paste and give it a good stir until it's dissolved. And if you use a strainer like this, it's gonna be much easier and faster. Once that's done, discard the solids. Here, of course, you could just add it to the broth and that's gonna give you a deeper taste, but this will give you more clean broth at the end, so it's your choice. Once it starts to boil, add half a tablespoon of Korean chili paste, 1 tablespoon of Korean chili pepper flakes, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, and half a tablespoon of dashida, Korean beef stock powder. What? No dashida in your house? Don't worry about it. You can just skip it and add a little bit more doenjang. Our superhero, Korean soybean paste, will take care of everything. Keep adding spinach, onions, green onions, chili peppers, tofu, and just continue to boil over medium heat for about 7 to 8 minutes. Last but not least, make sure you give it a quick taste before you serve it. And if it's too salty, add more water. If it's a little bit bland, add more soybean paste. That's it. Nothing complicated, right? Like I said earlier, instead of spinach, you could also use other leafy greens. So try it in many different ways. That's gonna be the fun part of this doenjang soup. Alright, our soup is done. Let's make our main dish, 제육볶음. With this spicy pork stir fry, I'm pretty sure 3 bowls of rice will disappear. For this, you will need some pork, green onions, onion, and carrot. So simple, right? And what's even better is that the carrot is optional. But if you're trying to get brownie points with your wife or you really want to get a PlayStation this Christmas, this is a must because that will make it more fancy and that will make your wife more happy. Alright, let's prep our vegetables. Grab 3 or 4 green onions and cut them into strips, about 2 inches long. If the white parts of the green onions are too thick, you can cut them in half lengthwise. Next, slice half an onion. Not too thin, not too thick. Once that's done, cut half a carrot into thin rectangles. Now cut 600 grams of pork into nice bite-sized pieces. Today, I'm using pork shoulder. But you could also use other cuts of pork, like pork belly or Boston butt. Maybe that could be more delicious. The reason why I'm using this is because it was the cheapest. I couldn't take my eyes off the price tag in the supermarket. So just use what you want. That's the best. Alright, to marinate our pork, add 3 tablespoons of Korean chili pepper flakes, 2 tablespoons of Korean chili paste, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of mirin, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, 1.5 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 1 teaspoon of toasted sesame oil, and give it a good massage. Now all you need to do is cover it with plastic wrap and pop it in the fridge for at least 30 minutes or overnight. Couldn't be any easier, right? While they're having a great time in the fridge, let's make something really bright and refreshing. When you run out of kimchi, there'll be nothing better than having this Korean cucumber salad. First, grab a cucumber, cut off the ends, and just slice it. Actually, it doesn't really matter how you cut this, so just follow your heart. Everything will be fantastic. This time, let's make the salad dressing. In a small container, add 1 tablespoon of Korean chili pepper flakes, 1.5 tablespoons of vinegar, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of toasted sesame oil, half a tablespoon of toasted sesame seeds, half a tablespoon of minced garlic, half a teaspoon of salt, and give it a good mix. Once it's well mixed, pour it over the cucumber and toss everything together. Here, we're not making a pizza dough, just gently toss it around. That's it! So simple, right? Now grab a piece of cucumber and taste it, and add more salt if it's needed. But mine is perfect. Alright, our cucumber salad is done. Let's make one of the most loved Korean side dishes called keramari. Soft and fluffy egg omelet with crunchy vegetables. You can't say no to this. For this, you will need some eggs, green onions, carrot, and onion. They're just leftover veggies from earlier, right? You don't have to go grocery shopping again. First, let's prep our vegetables. Finely chop some green onions, carrots, and onions. Here, we don't need much. About 1 tablespoon of each vegetable would be enough. But still, if this sounds like a hassle, you can totally leave them out. No problem at all. But they really add nice colors and textures, so with these bad boys, it's gonna be easy to get brownie points and the PlayStation. Next, crack 4 eggs into a small container and beat them up really well. If you could pour it through a fine sieve, you're gonna get a more silky smooth texture at the end, but it's totally optional. Now to the eggs, let's add our chopped vegetables, a generous pinch of salt, a small pinch of sugar, and mix them all together. Alright, everything is all set. Let's get cooking. Add half a tablespoon of oil to a nonstick pan and coat the bottom of the pan with some paper towels. Heat it over low heat, and once it gets nice and hot, pour about a third of the egg mixture and then kind of swirl it around and make a thin layer and let it cook for about 30 seconds. Once the bottom of the eggs are set but the top is still a bit runny, bring 2 spoons and gently start rolling. I'm pretty sure many of you have tried making this dish but found it very difficult. But if you do it with my secret weapon, 2 spoons, you're not gonna fail it. Trust me, even Claire made it. Once fully rolled, move it to the lower part. Again, coat the bottom of the pan with paper towels, add another third egg mixture, spread it out, and let it cook for about 30 seconds. And then you can just roll it up like this. Now all you need to do is just repeat one more time. Once you've done that, lightly sear it on all sides. Each side will take about 30 seconds. So simple, right? If you tried before but it didn't turn out great, bring your spoons and try this little tip. You're gonna be surprised. What? You wanna know this kind of tip more and more? I'm so glad you brought that up, because everything you need is in this one book. Trust me, with this one book, you can cook more than 100 Korean dishes like a pro, so don't forget to check it out. The link is in the description. Alright, transfer it to a cutting board and cut it into bite-sized pieces. How does it look? It looks gorgeous, right? Alright, we're almost there. Let's cook our pork stir-fry. In a wok or pan, add 1 tablespoon of oil and heat it over medium-high heat. Once it gets nice and hot, add half of the marinated pork and cook for about 4 to 5 minutes. Here, instead of just keep stirring it, let it sit for a while and give it some time to caramelize. That's gonna give you that iconic smoky charred flavor that you're looking for. Once most of the liquid has evaporated and you've got some char here and there, add half of the vegetables and stir fry everything together for about 2 to 3 minutes. The reason why I didn't cook them all at once is because we don't have a big flame like a restaurant. Of course, we could still cook them all at once, but they're more likely to steam instead of fry. So I recommend doing this in 2 batches. Alright, our pork stir fry is done. Let's transfer it to a serving plate and sprinkle with some toasted sesame seeds. And then serve it with other dishes that we prepared earlier. How does it look? It looks fantastic, right? Alright, let's go to our taste tester. Claire?
완전 맛있어 보이네. It's a breakfast episode, but I'm having this as a dinner. Don't worry about it. This is gonna be my breakfast tomorrow too. Let's give it a try. 너무 예쁘다. 특히 계란말이. Look at the layers. 아침에 일어나면 따뜻한 거 먹고 싶으니까 국물부터. Let's try the soup first. Cheers. 역시. 역시 아침에는 찌개보다는 국이 훨씬 더 나은 것 같아. 좀 더 덜 자극적인 느낌이고 속이 편안하잖아. 맛있어. 오이도 먹어볼까? 김치 없어서 좀 아쉬우려고 그랬는데 얘가 김치 역할을 톡톡히 다 했네요. 아삭아삭한 소리 다 들리지? 매콤하면서도 새콤한 맛이 이 맛을 쫙 끌어줘. 너무 맛있어. 어떻게 보면 이 맨밥이 중간중간 반찬을 먹을 때 입을 헹궈주는 그런 역할을 해주는 것 같아. 다시 깨끗하게 또 원상 복귀해주는 느낌? 메인은 제육볶음이구만. Cheers! 그 고추장 메리네이드가 엄청 맛있네. 고추장에서 오는 그런 풍미 깊은 맛이랑 야채들이 만들어주는 달콤한 맛까지 같이 곁들여주니까 되게 맛있어. So good! Can't complain. You know what? I love everything in here, but I saved this egg omelet, 계란말이, because it's all time my favorite 반찬. Let's try! 우리 엄마가 해주는 것처럼 알록달록 야채도 잘 넣어줬네. 와, 레이어가 엄청나게 많긴 많다. 난 솔직히 계란말이 할 때 굳이 그 계란 믹스처를 막 나눠가지고 그렇게 안 했거든. 그냥 한 번에 다 한 다음에 3번에 접어가지고 끝냈거든? 근데 이렇게 여러 번 하니까 진짜 층이 훨씬 더 많아가지고 그게 온전히 딱 입에서 느껴지네. 좀 차이가 느껴진다. 훨씬 고급진 느낌? 그렇게 하는데 다 이유가 있구만. 왜 번거롭게 하나 했어 나는. 안에 있는 야채들도 식감까지 추가해줘서 훨씬 맛이 풍부하고 맛있어. 밥에, 국에, 거기에 이렇게 반찬까지 온전하게 다 챙겨 먹으니까 진짜 뭔가 집밥 먹는 느낌이다. I feel like it tastes like home. So good.
Today, I showed you how to make authentic Korean breakfast with some rice, soup, and side dishes. How was it? It looks absolutely amazing, right? Of course, it's not gonna be easy for you to make all of them in the morning. That's why we always respect our mom who've done these things for the family. But you know what? If you make the soup and marinate the meat in the evening, it won't take you a long time to prepare this kind of breakfast. So please give this a try. It'll be so worth it. Alright, this is it for today, and I'll see you next time.